Formula One fans all around the globe, you are in Paddock headquarters. Thank you for watching the program. We're on day 3 of the summer break 2023 season. I want to talk about Alpine. So Alpine, of course, the two French drivers, Pierre Gasly, Esteban Ocon. The program is in major upheaval, major change. Now, this coming off the back of some good news just over a month ago. Ryan Reynolds, Michael B. Jordan, and Rob, their investment group, Maximum Effort, had put quite a bit of money into the Alpine team and brought a lot of attention to that team. So, despite, unfortunately, some very bad weekends and now the loss of 3 personnel, including their sporting director and their team principal, I saw some reporting today that Andretti GM, or the Andretti Group, which is still waiting for a decision to be the 11th team on the grid. And Andretti is backed by General Motors, which is obviously a behemoth in the auto industry. If you've watched my videos, you know that I believe they will get a favorable decision. Even if it's not Andretti, I believe an 11th team will be approved to be on the grid in 2026. I think the FIA and Formula One will push that through even over some of the team's objections. However, Andretti, which clearly to me seems to be the favored team to get that potential 11th spot, if they are talking to Alpine in some kind of partnership with them, maybe that's a default or a fallback position, then I think that's win-win. Now, Andretti and his group have already spent millions on their campaign to be the 11th team on the grid. So they've got a lot of skin in the game. But if they are rejected for that team and they come up with some kind of partnership with Alpine, I think that would be good. I'd like to see Andretti and his group in the Formula One community. I know some people are for it, some people are against it. When around this time last year, I was actually against an 11th team on the grid. I have since changed my position, and I do want to see an 11th team on the grid, even with some of the tracks that are really tight. And even though it'll be a bit crowded on the grid, a few of the races in the year, I still would like to see another team join the group. Now, the Concord Agreement, calls for up to 12 teams on the grid. And I think eventually they're going to get to 12 teams on the grid. But I do think they are going to announce, if you saw me before talking about this, I do think an 11th team will be approved over the next month or two for the 2026 season. So that's where we're at. I just thought it was an interesting take to have some speculation that Andretti's group has been talking with Alpine, or that might be a fallback position, or maybe he abandons his effort to actually own a new Formula One team and partners with Alpine in some way. Let me know what you think about this. If you support an 11th team on the grid, or if you do not support an 11th team on the grid, and why. Regardless of whether it's Andretti or High Point or one of the other, teams putting in this campaign, I'd love to know what you think. Thank you for watching the program. We talk all things Formula One here. I'll keep you posted.